Hey everybody, it's a little later today on Sunday. I couldn't get the vlog out yesterday. The weather was a little crappy for cars and conies. We still went out, still had a good time, had a couple diesel guys out there. But it was pretty windy and camera wasn't really picking up anything I was saying, so we really couldn't do a very good vlog. So that's why we didn't get any videos yesterday at the meet. I have got a couple pictures up. I'll post them on my Instagram page, which you can follow below, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But today we're just going to go over a couple things that I need to get done this week on the truck, and a couple of accessories that I'm going to put on. Stuff I don't really need, but we're going to do it. We're going to have some fun. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright, first off, we're going to start under the truck, and you guys might know where this is going. If you guys have got one of these, but we're going to come under the frame rail right here, and we're going to take a look. Oh, Jesus, my camera's not going to pick this thing up. Oh, there she is. My lift pump. As you can see, this one's pretty old. And believe it or not, it doesn't work. I'm not sure if it's an electrical issue. I'm going to figure that out later today. But if it's electrical, I'll rewire it, see if it works. I may just replace it anyways, because this one looks like it's kind of rusty and in bad shape. So that's the first thing I'm going to have to work on. Another thing, if we move up here a little closer, you've got my crossover pipe right there on my exhaust. I think it may have an exhaust leak at the crossover pipe. It definitely has an exhaust leak. I just don't know where at. I'm thinking it may be there though. And if you look up a little closer to the front, got that clip hanging down right there. Jesus, I can't hold the camera still. There's a clip hanging down that's just not plugged into anything. I gotta figure out what that goes to. Couple little issues. Nothing really big right now though. But with the way that the lift pump is in its current state, it's cranking over forever before it starts. Which, I mean, is pretty embarrassing. It's losing power, and the exhaust leak is taking away from the turbo, which is losing power. But as far as accessories go, I've got a light bar that we're going to throw on this truck. And of course, we're not doing the roof light bar. We decided against that. But we'll take a look underneath. See, actually, let me come over here to this truck. I'll show you. I've got a 32-inch light bar right here, and we're gonna try to take this and put it up in the grill of the Chevy. So what we're gonna do up here at the front is we're gonna take out this black plastic piece right here inside the grill. I looked at it a little bit, and it's gonna have to be cut out, but we're either doing that one or the top one. We're gonna find some way to try to mount the light bar real nice with the grill. I don't want to drill it onto the bumper. Let's see here. But not 100% sure how it's gonna go. This one has, let me pull these mounts out, just your typical L-shaped bracket mounts that go on the end of the light bar. So I'll have to take some measurements. I may not be able to fit it in there just because this is the diesel. It's got a little more cooling support up in the front. Up in here, kind of see. I can relocate the horn pretty easy. I'll try to get some, there's a little bit of wind. Hopefully you're not hearing that too heavy. I may relocate, but like I said, I want to put it on the bottom. These might be in the way for that. It's a work in progress. It's nothing set in stone. I may not even put it on the truck. I may just sell it. But I picked it up fairly cheap. And so, I mean, if it fits on there, great. If not, I'm not hurt. I'm not upset about it. That's the plan as of right now. A couple other things, like my grill is broken. So if I cut into it and this doesn't work, I'm fairly confident I'll pick up a new grill fairly cheap. Like I said, work in progress. Let's see, item number 2 that I need to do is, or that I'll try to do this weekend, is look some more into the wiring for my gauges. I've got the EGT gauge, the boost gauge, and the trans temp gauge. They're all Bully Dog gauges, so they're pretty legit gauges, but the wiring wasn't quite finished up on them, and I did a little bit of tracing back on them. If you come in here, let's see if I can find where those wires went. The common power wire for them is back in here somewhere. It's not connected to anything. I've got this hose right here for the boost gauge, and I traced back even further. I got a couple wires cut right here that I think maybe for the trans temp, and then I've got a gauge cut right, or wire cut right here that I'm confident went to the EGTs because of the heat shrink, or the heat protectant wrap that this has on it. But all my wires just kind of cut out of the truck right now. I need to go underneath and find out where the gauge was or is, or where it's supposed to be. I need to start tracing that down so I can get this fixed up. Because as of right now, I'm sure my EGTs are through the roof when I punch it, so I try to avoid doing that too terribly often. Looking up underneath, I can't see where there would be a gauge. Maybe, actually, let me look in. I don't think you can see that through there. Let's see, it's right above the hose. If you look right there, you can see the tip of something sticking out of the manifold. That doesn't go to anything. That may be something I need to look at. It looks like a hard type of material. I don't know. I'll look into that, and I'll get you guys updated on where my EGT stuff should be. But that's all I'm going to try to look into this week. I guess what I may do is I may come over to the back and put my reverse light bars on it, back up underneath the bumper. I'm thinking right here in front of the tow hit, not like in front of this, but like right in here is where I'm going to put my light bars. On the other hand, there's these bolts that are already in here that I can tag into, but I want to make sure that they're up fairly flush and not too painfully obvious right when you look at the truck. But like I said, guys, I think that's going to be all for this week's projects. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. Like I've told you so many times before, this truck's a work in progress. I've got a lot to look into, but the lift pump is definitely something that I want to get finished up so that it's not so embarrassing when I start up the truck. And the light bar would be something that's just kind of a for fun type of a deal. And the gauges are something I definitely need to get done, like need done, especially the EGTs and the boost gauge, so that when I put a mechanical wastegate arm on it, the turbo's not making too much boost and gonna damage the motor or damage itself. So anyways, guys, that's my quick little update for today. I'm trying to get videos out a lot more frequently now that the weather's getting nicer. School's getting close to the end of the semester, so I'll have this truck back at home, and I'll be doing a lot more to it over the summer term. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Instagram. I've got discount codes below for both Sonic Electronics and for Black Oak LED, and the Black Oak LED discount code is a very, very substantial one. You get like 20% off their stuff, which is a couple $100. So make sure to check both of those out and stay tuned for more videos coming pretty soon.